The Chinese yuan is facing significant challenges in the global financial market. The currency has experienced notable fluctuations in recent times, causing concern among investors and policymakers. China's central bank, the People's Bank of China, or PBOC, is actively taking steps to stabilize the yuan and prevent further instability. This essay will delve into the underlying reasons behind the yuan's instability, examining both internal and external factors. It will also explore the measures taken by the PBOC to counteract these fluctuations and the potential implications of these actions for the global economy. The yuan's value is influenced by a myriad of factors, both domestic and international, including trade tensions, economic policies, and market sentiment. Understanding these factors is crucial to grasping the complexity of the situation and the challenges faced by the PBOC. The PBOC's interventions are aimed at mitigating volatility, ensuring the yuan's stability, and maintaining confidence in the Chinese economy. As we navigate through this complex financial landscape, it is essential to keep an eye on the evolving strategies and their broader impact on the global market.
One significant factor affecting the yuan is the strength of the US dollar. The US Federal Reserve's interest rate hikes have made the dollar more attractive to investors. This has put downward pressure on the yuan. Additionally, China's economic recovery following the COVID-19 pandemic has been slower than anticipated. This sluggish growth has also contributed to the yuan's weakness. The interplay between these global and domestic forces has created a challenging environment for the Chinese currency.
To address these challenges, the PBOC has employed a range of measures, each designed to stabilize the yuan and ensure economic stability. One key tool is open market operations, which are crucial for managing liquidity in the financial system. This involves buying or selling government bonds to influence the amount of yuan in circulation, thereby impacting interest rates and overall economic activity. When the PBOC buys bonds, it injects yuan into the market, increasing its supply and potentially weakening its value. This can help stimulate economic growth by making borrowing cheaper. Conversely, selling bonds reduces the yuan supply, potentially strengthening it. This can help curb inflation and stabilize the currency.
Another tool is adjusting reserve requirements for banks, which directly affects the amount of money banks can lend. By requiring banks to hold a certain percentage of their deposits in reserve, the PBOC can control the liquidity in the banking system. The PBOC can influence lending activity and the overall money supply, which in turn affects economic growth and stability. Lowering reserve requirements frees up more money for banks to lend, potentially stimulating economic activity and encouraging investment. This can lead to job creation and economic expansion.
Section 4. Expert Opinions, a Divided Outlook. In this section, we delve into the varied perspectives of financial experts and economists on the current economic measures.
The effectiveness of the PBOC's measures has been a subject of intense debate among experts. While some argue that these measures are timely and necessary, others question their long-term impact.
Some analysts believe that the central bank's actions will be sufficient to stabilize the yuan in the long run. They highlight the strategic interventions and the careful monitoring of the currency markets. They point to China's large foreign exchange reserves and the PBOC's track record of managing the currency. These reserves provide a buffer that can be used to support the yuan during turbulent times.
However, others are more cautious, predicting further fluctuations in the yuan's value. They emphasize the unpredictable nature of global markets and the potential for unforeseen economic challenges. They argue that the underlying economic factors, such as the US-China trade relationship and China's domestic debt levels, could continue to exert pressure on the currency. These factors create a complex environment that makes it difficult to predict the yuan's future stability with certainty.
Section 5. The Global Impact Trade and Markets on Watch. The yuan's performance has significant implications for the global economy and international trade. As the world's second-largest economy, China plays a vital role in international trade and global markets. A weaker yuan can make Chinese exports more competitive, potentially boosting the country's economic growth significantly. However, it can also lead to trade tensions with other countries, affecting global relations. A stable yuan is generally seen as beneficial for global financial markets and economic stability. It reduces uncertainty and promotes investment across various sectors. The PBOC's efforts to stabilize the currency are therefore being closely watched by investors and policymakers worldwide.